Okay, there you go.
Oh, I got him.
Stereotypes are a very common phenomenon. Stereotypes, ironically, do not discriminate. So of course, I've been at the end of many ignorant comments. Being young is a trait that most adults are constantly reminding me that I am lucky to be. If being lucky means you're being constantly underestimated or belittled, I would much rather be unlucky. Being alive is, of course, something to be excited for, but the awkward stage before the adult part is most definitely tests you. Combining being young and working a minimum wage job with middle-aged adults is one of the hardest challenges I've faced yet. Nothing could possibly prepare you for the elitism or impatience that comes with adults who have no kids or sympathy for the youth. Of course, I also was a teenager, and I was the only teenager working there at the time, making me vulnerable to these adults' frustrations and insults. I had a lot of questions, and I was making a lot more mistakes. In spite of my youth, I have a strong work ethic and genuinely cared about putting everything I had into this job. Despite all the effort I put in, the owner of the place I worked at had little to no sympathy. There was one specific time I remember where I had been doing a lot of side work, and while I was training to be promoted. Keep in mind, I was told to do the side work by a manager. Then the owner comes up to me and yells, "What are you doing?" I was obviously caught off guard, and while stumbling over my words and trying to respond, she interjects and replies, "There are dishes in the sink, you know. They need to be washed immediately." I respond, "Yes, of course." And she said, "Do you even know how to do dishes?" And I said, "Yes, of course I know how to do dishes." And she said, "You know you use soap, right? And you know you use hot water." At first I thought she may have been kidding, but she was dead serious. This was the most memorable stereotype I've gotten due to being young, being always assumed to be incompetent. Since then, I've gotten many, "Do you know how to do blanks?" and do not think they will stop anytime soon. Being young is a roller coaster, but making mistakes is also part of the fun. And if some adults were more open to teaching, half as much as they were into criticizing, I believe kids and teens would be more inclined to grow instead of fear.